base camp for going into Sasquatch Canyon, Yellowstone Canyon, Bear Wallow. The Shaw Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization. Mike comes out here with me once in a while. He is a fisherman, he's a hunter, he's a prospector, and once in a while I turn him into a Bigfooter. Today he's helping me look for Squatch evidence back here. Just come out of Sasquatch Canyon. He's an expert tracker. Him and Brody spend a lot of time out in the woods together prospecting. I always surround myself with the best outdoorsmen when I go squatching, because Squatch is gonna make me my girlfriend. I need people like this to drag me off the mountain. By the way, those of you that follow us, we're down below the bear cave, and I'm gonna film us going into the bear cave location. That's usually where the Bigfoot behavior picks up.
Interesting. One thing, Kelly.
Yeah.
I will show you right here if you've got that rolling.
Yep, the camera's going.
This is lamb's ear. It's indigenous around here, and this is grows around in these areas. And if you ever get stinging nettle on you, you can use lamb's ear to rub over any part that you've had with the stinging nettle.
That's also, if I don't have toilet paper on me, that's what I'm looking for. That's the only leaf that I trust on my most delicate parts.
Yeah, and that's lamb's ear. Not all of it's frozen yet, but it's close to. But that stuff's ideal. And what's interesting is oftentimes where you find stinging nettle, you'll often or usually find lamb's ear grown close to it. They call it lamb's ear because if you look at those, they look just like a little lamb's ear.
And it's soft like a little lammy.
It's soft as a lamb's ear. It's awesome.
Heck yeah. At this point, this is a bottleneck, and we have no choice but to walk inside the wash, the riverbed. I'm sure this is only a riverbed in the first melts-offs of the spring, and then the rest of the time it's either a creek or a stream. But it bottlenecks just before the bear cave.
Where did you set that game cam last night?
You and Jenny sat it, but I remember where you sat it. It's probably past this pine tree right here.
Look at this tree. It's been knocked over for so long. Look at it's growing its own trees upward off of its branch.
Oh look, yeah. The redwoods do this.
Yeah.
It must have enough root in the ground that it keeps growing, but its branches are turning into little trees that are coming off of it. Let's get up to the game cam and we'll pull that off. Let's see if we got anything.
You guys have done hoops?
Oh, we've heard so many vocalizations. We've got like 8 vocalizations on our website at www.rmso.net on the audio section. We get more vocalizations in Yellowstone Canyon than Rough Hollow, but you can't control the ones that you capture, and the ones that we've captured more here than anywhere else. But we spend more time here than anywhere else too. Look at the snow in the Rocky Mountains. Really want to get back up in there where you've been glassing. It's funny. I think Mike and Brody are the same breed. Everywhere I go with either of these two, they're always glassing the same places.
That's a good vantage point. If a Bigfoot wanted to, it could heave a rock right there and crush your head, dude.
Oh yeah, there's no question in my mind. If Bigfoot wanted to harm you, he would. They're shy animals. For, you know, they have the ability to take you out.
Hard to kill you.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see some elk. We should probably be quiet.
We got the infrared camera on, and we're in the snow with the half a moon weekend. Just want to show you guys where Mike's glass, and everybody likes this spot. Everybody I bring back here just thinks this is an area of interest. By the way, Brody and I, a couple of months ago, we were filming a very big bear footprint right here where Mike's standing, and something chucked 2 bowling-sized large rocks. Not at us, but near us, near enough that it was sending a message, probably trying to scare us. Because we're Bigfoot researchers, it only intrigued us, it only scared us for a second, but that's where we're at. We've had rocks thrown around us here in the past. I was filming the bear footprint, so we were fortunate enough to catch the noise of the rocks being thrown at us and Brody and I's reaction. So you guys go through our list of videos. It's a couple of months ago. Okay, this is the rock stack place. Bigfoot come down this hillside and followed us 2 weeks ago. You don't see the tracks now, but they were here a couple weeks ago. There's snow now, but look,
Our tracks from last night.
look, it did the snap-offs here. That's about 7 feet up. Do you mind standing under there so I can show people how high that is? Mike's like 5'10", and he's gonna walk past these snap-offs. Okay, Mike's under these snap-offs. I don't know if you guys can see them, but there's 3. And last week, I mean not last week, 2 weeks ago, we filmed 5 distinct footprints that walked right along here and up to by this creek and made a rock stack. Well, we don't know if whatever made the 19-inch footprints that come up to this rock stack and made this new rock stack right next to the one we made. And the reason we made this rock stack is this little area we call the Bear Cave area. We also call it the first waterfall. There's always rock stacks, you know, and you see a rock stack like this, you know, people could make these. Brody and Jenny built this 2 weeks ago, and on our way back we noticed right away that something had made a rock stack right next to ours, like 10 feet away. Ooh, this is slippery. I'm on ice. And anyway, as soon as we saw that, we started looking for footprints, and we found a trackway. And we even casted one of them, and if you guys look at past videos, we've got it casted, but it come from up there is where Brody backtracked it. We first went down the creek thinking it followed us, you know, up the creek, and it didn't. But these are the freshest Bigfoot prints I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they were within an hour or two old. And then after it made this rock stack next to ours, and by the way, all the almonds are gone. Derek left 2 big old handful of almonds here. We usually don't gift, but this was a special circumstance. He left a bunch of almonds here. But anyway, it walked this way and then up this mountainside. And during the day when we passed this area, we could hear ourselves being followed and mostly paralleled up on this mountainside over here. And several times we could smell it, a skunky, rank BO smell. Okay, I'm gonna follow Mike. He's getting closer to the bear cave area. There's the game cam. So hopefully if something follows us this time, we'll get it. We put that up last night, and that was part of the strategy, you know. Hopefully last night it didn't see us set it up. If we set it up now and it's watching us and follows us, blah, 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 it knows it's there, whatever. It's kind of like a chess game, trying to capture a Bigfoot on a game camera, because I think they can see the infrared triggers. It's getting dark fast. They're standing right where we found an 11-inch footprint 2 weeks ago. We call this the first waterfall, and we also call it the bear cave area because there's a cave right in behind that thickest stuff right there next to the waterfall. And Brody and Jenny have both seen black shapes run from tree to tree here. So, I don't know, we just had an assumption maybe a black bear caves up here sometimes. Mike crawled into that cave last night. He's a lot braver than I am. I'm not crawling into bear cave at night.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you only live once.
They don't want to eat you.
See, they're still running water. There's a creature back here that needs water, which is all of them. They can get it here.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of water.
Yeah, you got the water now. All you need is the food.
Yeah.
And there's food back here. There's 7 different types of berries. There's acorns. There's elk, moose, deer, rabbit, squirrel, you name it. It's back here.
Mountain goats that even love this.
Oh yeah, there's we've seen bighorn sheep back here.
Yeah. This is serious rocky ledge, that's for sure.
It's after dark and we don't know how far we're gonna make it. Perhaps another mile, and then we're gonna go out. I'd really like to see some fresh Bigfoot prints in the snow. There's some snow up here. I know you can't see it right now on the trail, but let me turn around behind. There's some back there. Here's the pine tree that got pushed over the first day of the elk hunt. Or, excuse me, fell over. We don't know what happened. Perhaps it got pushed over, perhaps it fell over. But we were up here the day before the elk hunt opened up, the rifle hunt. And then we come up the day that the hunt opened and the trees laying across the trail. So, whatever. Bigfoot area, wasn't a storm, no wind, and all of a sudden the tree is across the trail. Is that a message to tell elk hunters to stay the hell out? Beautiful. The camera on infrared, and then I also have an infrared spotlight. It's naked, as in saying naked. Mike and I can't see it. The human eye can't see this infrared spectrum, but it lights it up for you guys in the camera. So when I turn that on in a little while, just to let you guys know it's not doing Mike and I any good. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but we got a half a moon.
Probably would in your infrared, right?
I don't know, let me change it to the other. This is out of the infrared, you guys. This is normal. There's Mike's hand.
Why isn't it glowing?
Because I don't have the infrared on.
Oh.
Want me to turn it back on? I was just hoping that they could see that moon up there. I'm not seeing the moon through the viewfinder. Oh yeah, I'm picking it out now. Okay, infrared. Ready, Mike?
Is it showing me?
Yeah, I can see you really well. Okay, we did not hike past here last night, so any footprints here are not ours.
Game camera is up back there.
No, I'm leaving it till we get it, leave. We'll pick it up on the way out. What kind? Okay, Mike's on some deer prints. Yeah, whatever. They have to eat my camera before they eat me. After that, I'm toast, so you better load them up. We call this the Bear Cafe, Michael. Derek named it too. This little side canyon right here. There's always shade back there. We find a lot of bear footprints back here, and I was saying, God, we should name this Bear Alley. And Derek's like, hey, from what I understand, we always stop here and eat, so this is Bear Cafe. So it's Bear Cafe. Named by Derek Wright. So.
So are we going up this one, or are we going?
No, we're not going up that one. That one. Look, that's the ice waterfall and stuff back there. Do you want to take a look at it? I know it might make some good pictures.
I don't know, it's looking pretty dang hard.
Well, let's walk back on the fresh snow and see if anything's walked through it.
Yeah, good idea. Rabbit track.
Yeah, we saw rabbit tracks last night too. There's plenty of game up here. Ooh, it's gonna get slippery. We're walking on straight ice now. Okay, I think I'm going as far as I've gone. Let me see. I'm not breaking an elbow. This is straight ice. I don't have my ice skates, so.
Let me see if this one will take a knife one.
This is Bear Cafe, and I'm gonna film the direction I just came over the ice floes to get in here. Just turned on the infrared spotlight. We can't see this spotlight, it's invisible to us, but the camera can. It's gotten dark enough that we're gonna have to spotlight our way, but we're not gonna go very much further. There's snow, and when we get up to the second waterfall where the cliffs and stuff are, it's just too dangerous at night with the ice and the snow. There's a cliff that you just go off, and there's an embankment that's only a couple of feet wide, and you slip and fall off, you're falling 100 feet onto rocks, and it just isn't going to make for a very good day or night. So we're going to turn back about that location, but we're in here looking for footprints and Bigfoot activity. There's the moon, folks. Cool. Looking through the lens, it looks like a full moon, but it's actually a half a moon with the naked eye. I'll turn the infrared off. Maybe it'll... That's what it looks like out here without infrared, folks. And I do have a headlamp on. And we'll turn the infrared back on. There's the difference.
It's a nice landscape, we'll see.
Did you hear that? What'd you hear?
It sounded almost like a gunshot, but it was rocks going against each other.
Oh, a rock clack. Yes, Mike just heard a rock clack. Maybe the camera picked it up. There's a structure up there, by the way. The direction that Mike heard the rocks clacking is the closest structure, the newest and closest structure to us. It's up there. Don't know what structures mean, why they're made. Oh, I heard it again. I just heard one this way. It's like they're clacking back and forth. Shut that light off for a second. I'm going to turn my headlamp off, but I'm going to leave the infrared on.
Why am I still seeing... Oh.
Suspect Bigfoot activity, rock clacking. And I'm going to point back up the direction that we heard the first rock clacks. Up this way.
You alright?
I just stumbled a little bit over that big old boulder. Can't see. The camera can see just fine because we're in the infrared. I'm turning my headlamp on, dude. I just about took a spill because I can't see where I'm going. Okay, my headlamp's on. That'll help a little. You ought to turn your headlamp on too.
I'm not too bad right now.
Well, if you're comfortable.
You got your head coming up here a little closer.
Trying to figure out what kind of footprints these are.
And again, look at those. And that's 2-foot pattern right there. So it might be somebody in boots or something, or even Bigfoot tracks, but the snow's...
It looks like it could, you know, that doesn't look, that's not a
2 foot.
That's something with 2 feet, Mike.
Yeah, it is. For certain.
2 feet.
Yeah, and 2 feet right there.
Cool, we might be onto something.
But they've been here a while. You can see that they've been even blown over. And of them, then you can keep watching them.
Okay. Yeah, these are old. These are like right after it snowed. Did you hear that up there? I think something's parallel on us up on the mountainside where you heard the rock clacks. I just heard something moving up there. I'm gonna pan around with the infrared camera. Maybe it'll see what we can't see. I know, but even though it's the infrared spectrum, normal light also helps. I'm not turning my headlamp off. I already about killed myself on that boulder below. Okay, I want to see where these tracks go. You know, this is a pretty good stride. It could be the juvenile. Okay, I'm following the stride and I'm having to stretch out. I've got an 11-inch footprint in boots, and it's quite a stretch for me to keep up with this bipedal creature. This is a real creepy area here. We've smelt it here before, dude. Okay, Michael? Okay. There's a freshwater spring here, by the way. We think they come out of the land of the giants and the Bigfoot Highway and drink right here. That's the way we came, and we were following footprints bipedal in the snow. They're so old and dilapidated we don't know what it is, but it's definitely moving with 2 feet. This was bipedal, and it was quite a stretch for me to keep up with the stride. It's well after dark, and we're hearing some type of a vocalization, so I turned the camera on. And it's in infrared, and I'm going to turn on the infrared spotlight, which neither of us can see. The camera sees it just fine, though. That direction we heard a vocalization. Something threw something at us over this direction. I want to turn on my lights. Don't. Alright. Wait till that shit's close. We have no lights. This is infrared from the camera. We're total blackout. We're up above the Bear Cafe. Come right to us. Did you hear that? I heard something in the same direction you heard the vocalization. There's something back there. Back this way. Yeah. Where I can hear the spring. Can you hear the spring running? I keep hearing something over there. That's a steep hillside. It's steep where we're at right now. We're gonna start heading back slowly. Hopefully we can get to hear some more vocalizations that we just heard.
There's a trail marker on the tree right there.
Mm-hmm.
No trail marker.
Yep. It's either a prospecting marker or an old elk camp marker.
It's been done through a different way though. Instead of chopping, they put something in the bark that deterred its growth. Oh man.
Must have found something interesting back here. Sounds like a prospecting marker to me. Oh, 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 oh. Did you see that run? I think it was a rabbit.
I didn't.
I don't know, the camera might have caught it. Bunny rabbit. We should probably see his tracks right here. Yeah, I do see bunny tracks.
I don't know, the snow's pretty crusty, dude. They might not even leave a track. It's so crusty now.
I don't know, I see a bunch of little holes that might have been rabbit. I seen something run up that way. Cool. It's just a rabbit, but at night when you catch it out of the corner of your eye and you're in mountain lion, bear, Bigfoot country, you're like, makes your heart stop for a second until you can digest what you just seen. That's a little bunny rabbit running from us. And I like to see game. Game means there's something to eat for the creatures up here.
Sign of a healthy ecosystem.
Heck yeah. This is the part of the woods that we often smell the sewer stench. Yeah, you haven't smelt it yet, but it's like a skunky body odor smell. Usually when we're having a suspect Bigfoot activity close to us, sometimes we'll catch big whiffs of it. In this area that we're in right now, just above the Bear Cafe, we get that smell a lot. And right up there's where you heard the rock clacks, Mike.
Yep.
And right up there, where Mike heard the rock clacks, there's a structure up there. There's a lot of physical evidence, audio evidence that suggests a small family of Bigfoot living back here. Well, I shouldn't call it small, it's the largest amount of Bigfoot individuals I've ever come across. We've measured 7 different lengths of footprints back here, so we know there could be at least 7 individuals that use this area.
Those tops are all the lambs here that have gone to seed.
Oh, that's seeded lamb's ear?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
these
that.
tall ones that you can see.
I didn't know that was lamb ear seed.
Yeah.
Cool.
They shoot up that.
I love a
big
lamb's
flower
ear.
stalk.
I had to grab big old handfuls and throw them in different places along here. Okay, we're almost to the Bear Cafe. Right here is a place that we filmed some big footprints coming down 2 weeks ago. Brody pointed them out, and there were some footprints that were running down this mountainside just past the Bear Cafe. And this is what I wanted to name Bear Alley, because we find a lot of bear footprints here.
Bear Cafe.
That's what I wanted to name it, was Bear Alley, but Derek talked us into naming it Bear Cafe, because we usually have our lunch here when we come up in the daytime and we start our early morning hike. We're about into the hike about 2 miles when we get here, and everybody's usually ready for a sandwich. So Bear Cafe.
I'm ready for a sandwich.
I'm ready for those steaks Jenny's gonna cook us tonight. Sorry, I don't mean to make you people hungry, but Jenny didn't come on the hike today. She hurt her back last week in the Teton, so she's taking a break from hiking. I don't blame her. It's a lower back injury, and I've had those before, and they take a couple of weeks to shake out. And
Is this where you were talking about they cut his fence?
no, this isn't the canyon that they cut the fence in. No, it's not cut. You can actually set it back up. This is a fence that the ranchers built to keep their livestock out of the upper reaches of Rough Hollow. They lose too much livestock to bears and mountain lions if they go beyond this point. Mike's gonna set it back up so that Wally's cattle don't get up here.
Get it set back up. Look how bent that is.
Wally don't even like to have his cows back here at all.
That would take some stretching to get that one back.
It hasn't been up for a while, but the first time that I met Wally, me and Brody were helping keep his cattle out of here while he was pushing them up Sasquatch Canyon, and he come up and talked to us and was like, thanks, I don't want my cattle up there. And I'm like, I don't think so. All I find is bear tracks, mountain lion tracks, and there's some precarious cliffs and stuff back there. And he's like, yeah. And then it was at that point in time I told him that we also looked for Bigfoot back here, and his eyes lit up. I think he has a couple of Bigfoot stories, but he's not, he's being pretty tight-lipped, so we'll see. We'll get to know the guy, and hopefully he'll open up. He did agree to sit down and talk about the time he got attacked by a mountain lion. This guy, he's 70 years old, and he looks like he's 50. He's in great shape for his age. You'd never believe that he's 70, but he lives off the grid up here. He's been up here for about 38 years, and he's been attacked by a black bear, and he's been attacked by a mountain lion, and you can tell he thinks we're crazy for wanting to come up night. Well, he said that last year he recorded 57 individual black bears that he's seen with his own 2 eyes living back here, because he lives at the mouth of Sasquatch Canyon, and he owns a lot of the property on the north side of Sasquatch Canyon. We're gonna be
for a reason.
we're gonna be looking for Bigfoot on that side of. Now that Wally said that we could check it out, I think he has some Bigfoot stories. He's really interested in our research back here, and he wants us to research on his property. So, modern day mountain man. Him and his wife live up here off the grid. They have propane power. Excuse me. Whoa. Did you hear that? Mike smells it. Oh my God, listen. That's those whelping noises. The creatures that surrounded us 2 weeks ago were making those noises, Mike. I smell something too. We just heard some vocalizations and we could smell some stench, and we're at the bear cave on the way back. And we're taking our time. It's icy, there's snow, and it's precarious. Pretty neat seeing an infrared, huh?
That is.
Mike's got the camera and he's looking through the viewfinder and he's seeing stuff we can't see with our own eyes.
I can tell we're right here though, but that is cool to be able to see it.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that is a nice camera. Very nice.
Yeah, it's nice when you can see at night.
Oh man. Yeah, we came along that ledge right there.
Do you want to just lead? Because of the viewfinder light in my face, it just makes it harder. I like to bring up the rear so I can follow where you guys go. It makes it easier. For me anyway. I can't smell it anymore, can you? I think they usually quit messing with us when we back out of here. Yeah, I can still smell it.
Like elk urine though.
It could be. I know there's elk back in here. On the north side.
Kind of smell. Oh, there's a game cam right there. Have you seen that?
Do you want to take it down?
How do your straps just hook around the backside?
They're just hooks. They're bungee cord straps. You can even toss it in my backpack when you're done, if you'd like. You want me to put the spotlight on it, or are you all right?
You're all right. As long as I got this helmet. One cord?
There should be 2 cords.
Oh.
We're just leaving the bear cave and we could smell something back there behind us. We also heard rock clacks earlier and some whoops and whelps. We're leaving the canyon. Do you want the spotlight, Michael? My hands are full. Sorry. There you go. I just always have so much equipment in my hands. This is slippery.
Stop right here and listen for a second. Shut our lights off.
Okay. I want to show you guys how dark it is. I'm turning off the infrared. That's how dark it is where we're at right now. We just stopped to listen.
That moon's nice and bright though.
There's the moon. Right there, you guys. It's a half moon. And then I'm gonna turn infrared on. Show you what it looks like that way. That's infrared. There's the moon with infrared. Looks like a full moon, but it's a half a moon. And I'm gonna turn on the infrared spotlight. Mike and I cannot see that light. That's infrared light. Dude, it's so dark I can't see a thing.
Because you're looking at that screen.
I know, that's why I need a headlamp. That screen like dilates my eyes and then I can't see the ground.
When you're not looking at it, it lightens up quite a bit with that snow.
Yeah. Alright, you ready to start moving?
like we came through that wash right here.
There's a part where you have to go into the wash. Yeah, we're pretty close to where you have to go into the wash.
Did we pass it right there?
No, we don't want to get into the wash yet. We can go a little ways on this side. You're going the right way. Yeah, we do. We ended up cutting over there at a certain point in time.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know if that was an echo of us cracking a rock or if something just cracked a rock, but did you hear it? Off to our right.
I think so.
Same direction we heard it the last time.
Seemed like we came right through there. Yep, there's our track.
Yep. Mike's backtracking our tracks out of here in the snow. It gets dark quick here. It was pretty light when we started this hike. I mean, the sun goes down quick this time of year, doesn't it? Scanning the snow for fresh footprints. I like being with people that are trackers. It's usually the people that I take out in the field that are the best trackers. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. That's weird. I usually feel safe when the closer we get to the mouth of the canyon, but my sixth sense. Alright. Yeah. Do you feel it too? I just got the heebies. You got the excitement. Okay. We're turning off our headlamps. All that we got on is the infrared spotlight, which we can't see. This is where Jimmy and I got surrounded, by the way. Up here. And I'm getting the heebies like I'm getting watched right now.
I did hear that.
You heard it too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's something up there. The little side canyon people. We're at the mouth of it. I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
That was a rock clack.
That was a...
It was so deep baritone, it sounded almost like fireworks off in the distance.
It did.
That's what it reminded me the most of.
Don't turn your light on yet. Wait, let's just listen.
I'm listening. Oh, I love the crisp smell this time of year.
Big time.
In the woods. I'm gonna point back the direction we just came. There's the snow.
Man, that moon makes everything look so neat.
I can really see the canyon walls back there. I didn't realize that was that deep of a canyon.
Oh, yeah. That sucker's...
That's where we were hearing stuff out of, right back in there. I don't see it through the viewfinder like I'm seeing it with my own two eyes.
Oh, no, not even close, I'm sure.
I'm trying to give the viewers what we're seeing. But that side canyon's where we've heard some rock clacks and stuff coming out of.
They can't really see it till it's wind in your face, and you know what I mean?
This camera at nighttime with this infrared spotlight only has 100-yard. It only has 100 yards capacity or whatever you call it, and so me and you, because of the moonlight, we're being able to see way back there. I don't know, maybe if I turn the infrared stuff off, maybe they can see what we're seeing.
I don't know.
I'm gonna switch it over.
Put on a spotlight or something.
I'm gonna switch it over. I absolutely see nothing now. That's what me and Mike's out in the dark.
Except for we got some moonlight.
They don't. This camera's not picking up the moonlight though. Okay, I'm switching it back to infrared, so at least our people at home can see a little bit of what we're seeing. That's without the spotlight on. The infrared spotlight. And now I'm gonna turn it on. Yeah, they just can't see up that canyon like we can. I can see the walls and everything. Might just turn on a spotlight. Maybe you guys can see what we're seeing, but we've been hearing rock clacks from back in there. Mike's got the 1 million candle spotlight on it.
Dang, that sucker does put out some sunshine, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why it drains the battery so quick.
Oh, man.
It's a powerful light.
You better hope that don't get pointed in your eyes. That'll knock you down. Look,
Yep.
it looks like a wolf's head formation on that rock.
Oh, that's neat. I never noticed that before.
Oh, that's cool.
It also looks like a lizard up there. The whole body and head and everything. That's a neat rock shape.
Turtle.
Alright, I can't see worth the crap. We just listened to some vocalizations. Hopefully we caught some of them on tape. Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization. Well, the only thing that I found Bigfooty back in there was some bipedal footprints with a very long stride. And we also smelt something a couple of times back in there by the bear cave area. A place, you know, we've seen black shape run from tree to tree back in there. Not we, but Brody and Jenny. And then there's a cave by that first waterfall, so we just named it the bear cave. And Mike climbed into that bear cave last night. He's crazy. I think that's why Brody takes him prospecting. He knows Mike will climb into those caves.
If you put out the right vibe, they don't.
Yeah, you don't want to corner a bear in a cave. I'm not.
You just hum to them, right? They don't want to get hurt, yeah?
Mike's spotlighting the cliffs up above us.
Man, this is a nice spotlight. That sucker puts it out there.
The power it gives you for the lightness of it. Brody's got the one that's 3 million candle, like the one I keep in my car, and that one breaks your arm to pack around. It's heavier than my camera. But that little spotlight, if it's fully charged, it gives you like 10 minutes of battery juice. It doesn't sound like much, but it's not a flashlight. It's a spotlight. You just spotlight places when stuff happens, you know what I mean?
Freeze!
Oh, it will.
Oh, yeah.
You need to put a creature in its tracks for a second when you put it in its eyes. They're not used to that, that's for sure.
Did we cut down through the creek here? We continue down that one. I don't think we continue.
This way, yeah. You can go either way. When we come up in the daytime, Brody and Jenny like to take that creek because we always find footprints in the creek. It's usually bear tracks. I rarely, if ever, see a Bigfoot footprint this close to the mouth of the canyon. Usually we don't start finding Bigfoot footprints and activity until we get a mile or two in.
You sure?
You're going the right way.
Back around this way?
Yeah. All right. Well,
we're out again.
God, we're just about to the vehicle. Yeah, the wind's coming down from the canyon. It's blowing the direction we came. Something's been following us that's rank.
It doesn't. It smells like piss on fur.
You thought it smelled like elk pee, right?
Yeah, piss on fur, but not really elk. Not completely.
Well, I can't smell it as strong as I did 2 weeks ago, but I was smelling a skunky BO.
It's not elk piss. It's real close.
I smell it. There's something that has a scent nearby.
Like a dirty rug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gym socks and dirty rugs.
Well, that's what I was telling the viewers 2 weeks ago, that I was smelling that gym locker smell. It smelled like someone threw a skunk in the gym locker, you know? You know, the high school wrestling room, a couple of weeks into the season. How rank it is. Then someone tosses a skunk in there. That's what I was smelling a couple of weeks ago. I really think that's the Bigfoot smell that people try to describe.
Like when parents start sending letters to the coach.
Will you make my kid shower after practice?
Oh man,
wrestling around out there. There's freaking grass stains all over all these stuff.
Okay, well, Mike and I are finishing our night. We're at the vehicle now. We can smell something rank. They haven't vocalized for a while. They're probably happy we're leaving. This is their active time. As far as I'm concerned, Bigfoot are mostly nocturnal, and they're up and around, and I'm sure they're happy to see us leave so that they can go about their business.
Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.